I know what you guys are thinking. Weaver, this is 3 teenage engineering videos in a row. Don't blame me, they just did a lot of newsworthy stuff recently. I promise the next video will be talking about different products. There are a bunch of pre-NAMM gear announcements to get into next. Alright, let's see, what are we doing next here? Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about Fadergate. At the end of last year, Teenage Engineering released the EP-133 KO2. Extremely long code name. I really feel like they could have just gone with EP-133 or KO2. It is a sampler, sequencer, and composer. It has a built-in mic and speaker, velocity-sensitive keys, as well as effects. It can be powered with batteries or USB. It's sold out. Basically, a lot of people are hyped on it because it's only $300 for a sampler that looks a bit like it was made out of Legos, but it does have a pretty cool aesthetic in my opinion. Like, I get the hype. I considered buying one momentarily, and I was like, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? Why am I doing this? A lot of people bought it because it's like the first teenage engineering product that is not insanely expensive, and it does have a pretty cool aesthetic to it. I guess the pocket operator may also be inexpensive for what it is, but I guess what's different about this product is it appears to have the polish and function of their more expensive products, but it isn't way overpriced like a lot of their other stuff. But a lot of people reported some issues. Basically, people's faders would either not function from the moment they got it, or would stop working after they attached the knob to the fader, or they would stop working at some point after using the device for a while. It's worth keeping in mind that this was also not everyone's experience. Some people got it and there was nothing wrong with it, but it was enough people that the controversy actually had a name, which was known as Fadergate. What in the fuck is glazing underbelly? What are you talking about? My Texas Instruments is better than this? I don't know, I heard it's pretty good. I mean, I've seen some people make some pretty good shit. DiBiase. I mean, I even saw Av cook up something pretty good with this. Of course, like all the accessories are expensive.
Today I want to talk about my KO2 and how the fader is unresponsive. Yes, it worked for a little bit, but now it is completely unresponsive, and I'll show you here. So sliding it up and down, it does nothing, and it's just stuck at 50%.
Just a little proof that the fader doesn't work. If I wiggle it side to side, it will show the value it's stuck at, which is around 39, 40. I think I've gotten it to be stable at about 42, 48, somewhere around there.
These were just a few examples, but there are even more videos talking about this online. People in the comments of these videos, Reddit posts, etc. There were videos showing how to open up your device and fix it, which obviously would void your warranty, but basically it involved people completely taking it apart, desoldering it, bending the pins back in place, soldering it again, and putting it back together. And obviously this is something you shouldn't have to do with the device that you just bought. So it had a lot of people speculating as to what the issue was. Basically, Teenage Engineering had not addressed this controversy at all after it originally happened 3 months ago. There were a few other issues that people were reporting that were less common, such as the speaker not working, but it seemed much less frequent, at least to the point that there was no catchy name for the controversy, such as Fadergate. Anyways, they finally addressed it, okay? They finally addressed the thing. We have this Music Tech article here. Teenage Engineering co-founder on Fadergate. We guessed there would be transport damage, but not at this rate. So apparently some people were theorizing that it was something to do with the shipping, or the way it was shipped, it would cause the fader to break. I guess they had done some fixes to it. We've been throwing it like a frisbee at work at the walls, like over and over, and now it doesn't break. Hopefully they're not sending those ones out, but you know, just so you know, if you're buying a Teenage Engineering KO2, they may be throwing it around at work before they ship it off to you. So beware of that. We try to predict everything that could go wrong from production to cosmetics. We've built a lot of fixtures, tools, and automation to build these instruments and to avoid things like this from happening. One you just said, a really nice price, almost perfect to work for the fact that it's delivered broken right away, like many buyers. Unfortunately, due to the thin packaging, the device arrived with a bent and non-functional fader. Customers have been able to claim exchanges, but have reported long wait times in receiving a replacement. Well, it is sold out. It has been sold out, so that would make sense why it takes a long time to get a replacement. They stated that there are a lot of robotics that test the faders and keys and calibrate them with logs as well, so they know 100% that they work when they are leaving the factory. They knew that there would be transport damage, but nowhere near the rate that was reported. They assured that the next batch of EP-133 should be at a much lower risk of damage during transit. Is it fireproof? I don't know. They said they made a few mistakes with the first batch. The box size was 10 inches, so some of the stores thought it was a 10-inch vinyl package and shipped it without padding. But for some reason, they also didn't ship it with protection. What the fuck, dude? We didn't have any protection? Well, that's just stupid. Come on. Really living up to their name here. Teenage Engineering. Bunch of teenagers over here. I guess I could see why people might think it's vinyl. It looks kind of like a vinyl special edition sort of thing. It doesn't really look like a sampler. So we have new packaging. Now we've been throwing it like a frisbee at work at the walls like over and over, and now it doesn't break. We just come into work every day and we start throwing these KO2s around just to test them. Hey, what's up, Bob? Whoa, you almost got me there. Nice one, Frank. I wonder why they took so long to address this, because this has been like something for months, like 2 or 3 months, I think. If I had to guess, they probably wanted to do some testing themselves to figure out why this fader issue was happening. And that probably involved checking all the different ways this could have happened before finally settling on it being a shipping issue. Honestly, what a sick job. You just get to throw around shit all day. True. I wonder how long that's going to go on for. They also stated that they will soon do an online tour showing the machinery that built the EP-133. I can only hope they are still throwing around these KO2s at the walls and at each other in this online tour. I will become a huge Teenage Engineering fan if it's a bunch of hijinks like that. They stated that they have more features planned for the sampler. They also hinted that they haven't turned on the CPU's power saving features yet, so that is something to look forward to if you own a KO2. And this is one thing I do appreciate about Teenage Engineering. They do firmware upgrades over time that make their products even better. They don't have to do that. They're doing it to give their customers a better experience. Not that Teenage Engineering is special, but any company that does this earns points in my book. I don't understand why they linked Av in this article here. Like, this is not even like a jab at Av, but what they should have done is actually link this guy. This guy actually was the one to point out that it was happening, and he also showed people how to fix it. The next quote is going to be, yeah, we had so much fun throwing the KO2 that we started throwing all our products before we shipped them out. This is why I don't watch music production content anymore. Well, you're watching me right now, which I appreciate. Don't leave. Don't leave. All right, anyways, that is Fadergate. Apparently they've addressed it. It was a shipping issue all along. Who would have thought?
Bang Incorporated.